Are you gonna travel as much once you get married, or he's just gonna be coming along with you? How y'all haven't got that far yet, or
Well, he loves to travel, so that's one of the things that really like helped, bonded us together. He loves to travel. So I'll still be doing my solo travels, just, gotta make sure it's not like too much solo travel and then having our couple trips. So we're actually thinking about we're still planning the honeymoon somewhere in Africa, hopefully.
wow? Have you been to Africa before?
Yep, I did. I actually went solo in this like right before the pandemic to South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Zambia.
So, man, and this ain't no interview. I gotta have you back for an interview. I can't even believe you're here. So you swear I had these questions ready from since 2019. I'm just over here. I'm just spitting them out, man. If y'all have a question for Kim, please put it down in the comments. Just proceed it with any emoji, preferably a purple heart. If you can't find that, any emoji. Uh, so, how is it to travel solo as a female? Let's start with female.
hmm I would say it took me a few to like I had to work my way up to it. Like I started out like with a small trip going to DC at the time I lived in North Carolina.
Hmm.
So I did like a 6 hour road trip by myself and just on a whim went up to DC. Then I went to San Francisco, went a little further, and then I went to Turks and Caicos, and then I just had to build myself up to doing it. Even when I went to South Africa, I was like nervous. I canceled the flight within 24 hours of booking because I was like, I'm not going to do this. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm tired of waiting on people. So I ended up going. But even like days up to it, I was nervous. So I don't know if that will ever go away. But traveling solo as a female, like I make sure I check in, I give my itinerary to my fiance. Like if I'm going on a trip, I put everything like on a Google document, have my hotel where I'm going and all that stuff. So someone knows, where I'm going to be. And I even, when I do Uber rides, I'll make sure that he gets notified of those Uber rides. So I try to do that for safety measures, even though I know he's not in the country, just still having that safety measure there. I try not to really give too much information when I'm traveling. So if I meet somebody at a bar, I'm like, definitely not letting them know I'm there traveling by myself. So I just keep those safety measurements. I usually stay in a hotel using points. I know you talk a lot about points on your other channel. So I try to stay in a hotel too. That way I'm not like secluded in an Airbnb and stuff like that. So that's some of the things I do when I travel by myself.
That's good, and I like it because you have a complete like plan, like a overall plan, and from the hotel and not Airbnb, the Google Docs where your fiance know where you are, sharing your Uber rides. I love to hear that. And in case y'all are just coming in, this is uh, Kim from Work Hard Travel Well. She does have a website. She's a YouTube content creator. Now, speaking of that, seems like you've been doing more on Instagram than you have been on YouTube. Is that
Yeah.
the case?
You said, is that the case?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of gravitated more towards Instagram because I have more followers. It's just been hard to manage. And I actually had a partnership with Instagram last year. So I kind of just put my focus into where the money was at the time. So I'm just trying to get
Smart
that
lady.
balance.
How
Yeah.
did you get a partnership with them, Kim? I've been trying, man, but my reels. I guess I got to be in the reel. I think that's the secret.
Yeah, so I went through there's like brand platforms. I don't know if you've signed up for any, but if you sign up for brand platforms, they'll have like brand opportunities where you can partner with different brands. And I think Instagram actually has it where you can partner, create a portfolio and get invited to their brand. I don't know what the requirements are, but I recently got a notification to create a portfolio on Instagram. So
Now,
if you
is that different? Is that a business different than a creator, or because I'm on Instagram, obviously.
mhm.
Now I'm partnered with Facebook thanks to your favorite couple and a couple other people. They and Meet and I and all this. I got invited. I don't know how. I don't know how, but I got invited somehow. So anyway, I'll talk. I'll DM you about that. I don't want to get too deep into that. Now I have a question because Keisha H said, "Congratulations at your favorite co. I love y'all. You deserve so much recognition because y'all are so awesome. I don't want to put you on the spot, and you don't have to answer this, but I'm sure you will. How do you feel about your favorite couple? Are they awesome or what?
Yeah. Like I feel like I've met them, but I haven't met them. Like they just been awesome. Like I always tell them I'm living through them because I'm not a big cruise person. I went on one cruise and I got like motion sickness a lot. But they make me like want to go on a cruise again, even though, it hasn't been something I've wanted to do, but I'm like, I'm interested in these different cruises they go on. So love their content. Their just energy. I love seeing their, energy as a couple and then how they support other couples and they just have a great positive energy.
They are amazing, y'all. And I tell you one thing, to meet them, and I like what Kim just said, because before I met them in real life, and we live about 25 minutes away from each other before, but I'm just a homebody. But before I met them in real life, I felt like exactly what Kim said. I felt like I knew your favorite couple. I felt like I knew Shelton and Key. And when I actually met them, Shelton slipped. He told me where they were going, and I surprised him. And it was amazing. And I want to say this here. Y'all see them on screen. You see their videos, their vlogs when they go live. It's the same. No, it's not the same way when you meet them in person. It's even better. Their vibe is crazy. It's Shelton and Key. I think they've been dating since they was like one. I mean, they just like feed off each other so well, and it's amazing.